What's up, you guys? After Show Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Ally McBeal. This is Season 1, Episode 18, titled Playing the Field.
And he's not just dancing, he plays hockey.
Is he any good?
Are you still seeing this?
I don't know.
Hack?
I don't watch hockey. I think it's cruel to the animals to dress them up and make them skate like that.
Okay, one, obviously befriending little Chucky hasn't worked. Kick his ass. Still doing the underwater thing?
Well, some. Less.
Well, some less. Next week, let's work on whole sentences. What does some less mean?
Isn't that your job to tell me what it means?
All right, then.
I
You're
hate
a
this
man,
woman.
You're not feeling so underwater. You're a little weakling. This underwater thing, it's fear. And now that you're sort of with somebody...
I'm not with anybody.
The doctor.
I'm not with him.
But the idea that you could be, he's made you less afraid. Gee, you could latch onto a husband. Your life's not a total waste. That's why you're not feeling so underwater. Aren't you?
This is the worst
All-American
therapy I've
beauty?
seen.
I am not a weakling.
Oh, come on. You need a man. You're afraid of a baby.
I am not.
Then kick his little bottom.
This is not normal therapy.
You're not a normal person.
Therapists are not even supposed to use the word normal.
Well, you used it first.
Listen,
This is what we're going to do.
She's like
I
a
want you to
terrible
practice walking
therapist. Get a
through the
different
water.
one.
When you feel like you're drowning, you're gonna stand on your own 2 feet and walk. Just walk. But first, the baby. Get him.
Now I'm ready to sing. I've been searching my soul tonight. Oh,
Jesse L. Martin. We'll get our boy back. Maybe keep your eyes on the road.
yeah. Yeah, I have these fantasies sometimes. And I saw your smile and then this vision of a giant stop sign and then we, like, hit somebody.
Ally, we did hit somebody.
what is wrong with you? You went right through a stop sign.
Let's just exchange information. There is no need for you or anybody else to admit liability here.
You're one of them.
One what?
A lawyer. You are one. I can tell by the way you talk.
So? What are you, an accountant? I didn't mean...
No, you meant it. I saw it.
Eva Curry, they brought a 12B motion to dismiss. I thought I'd argue it myself.
Poughkeepsie. I've located a word which helps me control my stuttering. I've been using it instead of the song.
Poughkeepsie? Isn't that like a town in Rhode Island?
It's strictly phonetic. There's nothing geographic in its genesis. It's Poughkeepsie. She gets results. I'm working on a new courtship smile to connote adorability and shyness.
Ah,
Want to see it?
sure.
He's so cute.
That's great.
I just got a call from Orrin Cooley's office.
Who's Orrin Cooley?
A lawyer. He represents the man that you and Dr. Butters plowed into. He's wondering if you'll be handling it.
He's already got a lawyer?
Poor
Technically, I
fucking
wouldn't,
Joe
but go
West.
ahead. Okay.
Just dealt with a fucking
Hi, John.
trial, and now we're dealing with another one.
Excellent.
I'm gonna bring in John Cage because I could be a witness.
You could be a witness for him. You saw I was distracted a little when I went through that stop sign.
Yeah, I saw something like that.
You see this guy.
I gotta say, he's a pretty good looking man.
I better go. Patient's waiting.
Okay.
Even in his, like,
I'll keep you posted.
even in the flash.
Great. Thanks.
Same.
Some of the other women who've been promoted have granted him sexual favors.
So you're claiming that He's-
Just a second.
favoritizing
Your
people
client never
by
even met this man,
sex?
correct? And so he never harassed her in any way.
Correct.
But other women who were promoted, they had sexual relations with him.
Yes.
So your client is basically suing him for actions he engaged in with other women.
Yes. Do we win?
No.
Oh, sweetie.
What am I missing?
If others go up by offering sex and she stays in the same place by not offering sex, it's the same result. No sex, no advancement.
First of all...
What if women get the message to get a little ahead, you give a little?
Counsel,
If you have a boss who's influenced by sexual affection, the women who choose not to exert that influence are penalized.
I would like to have a short evidentiary hearing to see if this is even tenable.
Your Honor, on this theory, if a boss, say, has an affair with a woman who gets promoted, every woman in the company would be able to sue.
He said it. Do we win?
He just makes me nervous. I sweat, too. He's in my office for 2 minutes today, and I get all pitted.
Well,
if you like him, you're supposed to get nervous. It's the whole test.
Well, why can't I just be poised when it counts? He's charming, handsome, he's a doctor.
Well,
works
when
with
I'm nervous,
Flash.
I just stick my breast out.
Excuse me?
Not really, but in my mind. Men go for my breast before they get to know me, so to feel more self-confident, I just locate my esteem right there in my bosom. What do men go for with you?
Probably my eyes.
Men don't go for eyes. That's a big lie.
Rude.
What else?
Well, my lips.
Good. So if you get nervous about the guy, just think lips.
Hey, you don't know. It depends on the guy as well. Like, he could be an ass guy. He could like butts. Just saying. It's not about your one feature that everyone goes for. It's about what the person particularly likes themselves. Oh god, you're pouting your lips. Not everyone's attracted to the same thing. Oh no, not again. Oh no, that's an actual kid.
Ally? Are you all right? Don't move. Is anything broken?
I am so sorry. I thought you were somebody else. I am so sorry.
Okay.
Are you sure? I kicked you really hard.
Yes, you did.
Ally, this is Oren Cooley. He's representing the driver of the other car.
Child, prodigy, he's a lawyer?
Evidently a good one.
Oh, well, that's just ridiculous. Even for this office, he looks like he's 4 years old.
Actually, he's almost 10. He has a hormone deficiency which prevents him from growing.
I'll be brief. Give me what I want. I'll go away.
This is a bit goofy.
What is it you're looking for?
125 up front, putative damages.
A kid can't have a job.
Sorry,
it's legally not allowed.
Could
like
I take a
this.
moment?
Take as long as you need.
This is
I'll be
weird.
back.
Was there any quid pro quo? Did they proposition you, I'll do this for you if in fact...
Absolutely not.
So that the 3 female employees you had sex with were also the 3 women you promoted, that's just a coincidence.
I didn't say that. Let's be realistic. When you become intimate with a person, you probably become more invested in his or her future. People do tend to promote their friends. Maybe that's what happened here.
So there's bias.
But I will say the promotions had nothing to do with any promise of sexual favors.
So then, had you gotten to know Miss Curry better, you might have developed more of an investment in her future.
Possibly.
Could you describe your typical workday?
Meeting after meeting after meeting.
You never even really take lunch.
That's true.
In fact, the only real opportunity to get to know you would be after hours.
I guess that's fair. 9 years old? You kicked him?
I didn't know he was real. I thought he was pretend.
You only kick pretend people.
Yes. And don't smile at me like that. That's what got you into this accident. You smiled first.
I really think it was your smile. Such a dangerous smile.
Oh god.
Well, I stayed too long. I'm late for a procedure.
He's afraid of you. Why make that your problem? He's afraid. Why? He's interested.
Men are supposed to pounce when they're interested. That's...
Hello? They pounce on the wrong girls. When it's the right girl, they turn into bumbling little chickens.
Not necessarily.
You dropped your head right
This
on the
is
table,
a fucking
didn't you?
terrible,
How did you know?
terrible
Butter on your
therapist.
forehead. You might want to wipe it off before your next session with the midget.
Why do we keep coming back here?
Theme song.
I tried. It's not enough.
Have you ever seen Gladys Knight and the Pips?
Yes,
Ever seen Gladys without the Pips?
I think.
Well, let me tell you, she's great alone, but with them, another level. And why shouldn't she be? With that kind of backup behind her, it's bound to bolster confidence. Now, what I want you to do is, when you play your theme song, I want you to visualize your very own Pips behind you.
I work in an office where going forward or not going forward is connected to sex.
Are you saying he shouldn't be allowed to date women who work at the company?
I'm not saying that.
Are you saying
no,
that he
you
shouldn't be
shouldn't,
permitted to promote
to be
women
honest.
he's dated?
I'm not saying that either. I'm suing because going after him physically seems to be my best shot at career growth, and I don't think that's right.
He did run the stop sign.
Well, I understand that you think he did, but without witnesses...
Wait just a second. Are you denying liability?
I am not denying or admitting anything.
I heard that.
It was irrelevant.
You harmed a Munchkin soul.
I
No,
did
he
no
didn't.
such thing.
Look, any advice I give to my client about a settlement, it assumes that you can prove liability. I am not convinced that you can, and since we are far from convinced about damages, we are not prepared to offer you anything else.
What? Nothing? You can't offer nothing. Your guy ran the sign.
We'll pay your client's deductible, but if he isn't hurt, and I don't think he is, then we are not offering you anything else.
That isn't fair.
I'm sorry.
Manipulation.
What's he doing?
He's crying.
Okay, cool.
He's 9.
Why is he
We better get his
working in this if he's going to cry?
I'm sorry.
You hurt my feelings.
I'll get his mother.
He just hates to lose.
Mrs. Cooley, maybe he shouldn't be a lawyer.
What am I gonna do? He hates baseball. He's good at this, and
He's throwing his shoes.
Have him be a
I'll take
kid.
him home.
No. It isn't that. It's... How can you let him practice law? He's a child.
Miss McBeal, children won't play with him. Neither will adults. The only way he can get anybody to sit in a room with him is by deposition. Do you have any idea what it's like
Give
to be
him
a
other
child
things to
genius?
do.
It isn't fun.
Sheldon Cooper turned out fine. This lady needs to control her son.
Okay, I do know that you are too young to be exposed to lawyers, much less play with them. Oren, I am not saying that you should go out and finger paint, but you're a child. And if you're such the genius, you should know that kids need childhoods.
What did you do?
You cut your hair.
My hair. Like it?
Why?
It's shorter.
Oh no, I asked him to cut it longer.
I think it's a good length.
Why?
Your Honor, personally, I hate sexual harassment laws. The original force behind them were disgruntled lesbians who felt they weren't given the same opportunity to get ahead.
Excuse me. Disgruntled lesbians?
Yes.
Lesbians started sexual harassment laws?
Along with ugly women who were jealous because pretty girls got all the breaks in the workplace. If you look at the majority of women that bring these suits.
What are you
ugly.
doing?
A pheasant flies through the room, they point.
How does this argument remotely support your cause of action today?
Simple. My cause of action is premised on the notion that women are victims, Your Honor. They need special help. When you look at the evolution of these sexual harassment laws, what we're really saying is that women should qualify under the Federal Disabilities Act. They are less able, they cannot cope with romance in the office place, they cannot contend with having to do a job and have a man smile. Look where we are, Judge.
Richard.
It used to be quid pro quo. Then it
This is
became hostile
very-
environment. Now it's Seinfeld episodes. Women
Very
can't cope.
sexist
They
and
bruise. The laws of
misogynistic.
this land are here to protect the weakest and most vulnerable members of our society. She's a woman. Protect her. Why would a grown person walk around in something like this? These are hugely
I don't.
uncomfortable. They make it easier to fall, plus they cause back problems. But hey, just call it fashion. What kind of a person would spend the equivalent of 2 years painting her face? Pluck out her eyebrow hairs, implant silicone or saline into
Because
her chest.
they wanna
There's
look
a name for
nice.
this kind of person. Woman. She does all these things because men, we like it. Don't talk to me about equality. Don't tell me you're not disabled.
That's actually not true at all. Believe it or not, and this might actually, like, people. Believe it or not, but a lot of the time, girls actually dress up for other girls. Not in a sexual way. They like to look nice next to other girls. Do girls dress up for guys too? Sure. Do girls dress up for themselves? Absolutely. What the hell?
So you're gonna take him to the aquarium? What about his mother?
She tries. He won't go with her. He'll go with me.
You are something. I wish I could get you to take me to the aquarium.
That's an invitation. I'd take you.
Really?
Oh my god.
Where do you
Oh
want to go?
god, that hurts my
Where do you
eyes.
wanna take me?
Maybe over my knee.
Excuse me?
Kidding.
Maybe it's time to turn this whole thing over to my insurance company. If it'll go within policy limits.
Okay, I'll get the numbers down as low as I can, and then I'll let them take over.
Okay, let me know.
So why did you let him leave?
What was I supposed to do?
You wanted him to stay. You think that he really wanted to stay, so I don't know what to do. How about say something like, stay?
Don't mock me, Tracy. I'm not in session now.
And I've been listening to you, and you. You should make an appointment, but we can discuss that later. And I can't believe what a wimpy little thing you are. You too, which we can also discuss later.
This is your therapist?
A guy walks out of your office and you think that maybe you want to change toothpaste. And you, Tressie, getting all worked up about this little case of yours. I mean, both of you, you can't stand being liked for your sex appeal, and you can't stand not being liked for it.
Don't analyze me. I am not your patient, and I don't plan to be.
Yes, you don't need me. All you need for a life change is a haircut. A cheap one at that. Don't you laugh.
Sorry.
Now she's in charge. She uses her sex appeal as a power. She knows she's got it, she uses it, and she gets what she wants.
Oh, and that makes us stronger using sex as a power.
Of course sex is a power, and it's ours. The problem with you two is you just assume it's the man's playing field when it's ours.
Hey, who are you?
Billy.
Billy. Come then.
He's like, who the hell are you?
6 years was a nuisance change.
Look, Mr. Cooley, we're not even authorized to settle.
Yes, you are. No deal, Biscuit.
Mr. Cooley?
No!
I don't like this tactic of disappearing under the table.
I'll come out when you make a decent offer.
Come out.
And I may sue you.
What?
You kicked me and fondled me on your lap.
Hey!
I'm done being nice.
Nice? This is you being nice? You have been nothing but arrogant, except when you take time out to either cry or be conniving. Yesterday, you practically tried to breastfeed.
You take that back!
I won't take it back. You want to play with the grown-ups in the real world? This is it. This is the real world, and real lawyers, they don't fork over settlement money like lollipops. You don't get special exceptions because you're tiny.
Though the current law does not yet really cover Miss Curry's claim, the spirit of the law is to prevent women from being victimized by sexually charged office environments. I'm just not sure she hasn't been victimized. I think we need a trial to find out.
I think mentally you're up to being a lawyer, Oren, but emotionally, you run under tables and cry.
You've never closed the door and cried over a case.
That's different. You're a kid.
So what? I'm not a man. I don't want to be like one in every way. It can be a child's world.
No.
Might want to leave. This could be bad.
What were the writers thinking?
35,000. Take it or leave it.
Because you don't want me to cry again?
Because that's what the case is worth. No more.
I'll take it to my client.
We are so busy trying to succeed in a man's world. Who says it has to be a man's world? Who the hell made up that rule?
Men.
Exactly. Well, forget it. That little Oren, he is willing to believe that it can even be a child's world. Why can't it be a woman's world? Tracy has been trying to tell me that for so long, but I need to hear it from Doogie Munchkin in order for it to sink in.
The law didn't beat my old boss, Richard. I beat him. I took him on. I kicked ass. There is nothing disabled about me or women.
And it is unacceptable for you to stand up in court and call women disabled.
Unacceptable for you to sniff my shoe.
And or objectify people by their waddles.
I am not going to sit in court as token estrogen.
I am not going to flirt with clients.
You are going to start showing respect for us
and this firm.
You get that?
I do. I'm also aroused.
Get out!
Verbal spankings titillate.
Oh, John!
Oh, John! Please stop throwing shoes at me.
don't need to see this. This is weird.
There is something obviously going on between you and me, and it is making you uncomfortable, and it is making me feel funny.
Oh, well, Ally.
Let's just address this. We move, we stop. We move, we stop. Why?
You scare me.
Why?
Because you do. Maybe it's all this premature honesty. You got those pips in the room right now, don't you?
Maybe.
Why did they think that this was a good idea? Like making them.
Right about the time I've been leaving the room.
So interesting. She was on Supergirl and he was in the Flash. Is on
I've
Flash.
never ever kissed a girl I haven't at least dared twist first.
Why don't I've been watching too much of The Boys. I thought she was going to first crotch then.
I'm troubled.
Why?
My therapist. She knows.
Knows what?
That they'll eventually lead the women. They'll lead.
Your therapist knows this.
And she's telling.
Ah.
Alrighty, well that was Ally McBeal, season 1, episode 18. We got Detective Joe back again. That was a lot of fun. I really don't like the sexist commentary in this episode, but I understand that it served the purpose of like, we're going against this. It was just not fun to hear, I guess. As a female, I don't like hearing that shit. I don't understand the kid lawyer. What were the writers smoking? Why? Just why? Such a bizarre choice. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.